Hi, my name is Michael Simmons, President and CEO at Bearing Cybersecurity Consulting. Welcome to this brief video. Do you need help with the NYDFS 500? In today's video, we'll give you an overview of the NYDFS law, tell you what you need to do now, and how MyCyberScorecard can help. The NYDFS 500 regulation forces organizations to be more transparent and protective of the data they process and store in their systems. The NYDFS issued the final cybersecurity regulation in response to the growing sophistication of cyber criminals and the increasingly volatile cybersecurity climate facing U.S. financial institutions. The regulation's goal is to ensure the safeguarding of sensitive customer data and promote the integrity of information technology systems. The law requires supervised entities to assess their cybersecurity risk profiles and implement a comprehensive plan that recognizes and mitigates risk. Violations can be pretty severe and can result in the loss of your NYDFS license and incur fines of $250,000 or 1% of your total assets. The regulation focuses on people, process, and technology and consists of 16 categories, or what they call sections. Under people, there are 2 sections for Chief Information Security Officer oversight and cybersecurity training of technical personnel. Under processes, there are 12 sections, including establishing a cybersecurity program, policies, pen testing, and vulnerability assessments, and maintaining audit trails. There are access privileges, application security, conducting risk assessments, and ensuring that third parties are compliant. And finally, there are data retention controls, training and monitoring, creating, maintaining, and testing incident response plans, and a requirement to send compliance forms to the NYDFS superintendent annually. Under technology, there's a requirement for multi-factor authentication and encrypting data at rest and in transit. Finally, both people and technology are interwoven into processes to incorporate a holistic cyber program into your corporate DNA. All 16 sections are required for most organizations. However, for smaller companies, the NYDFS 500 has a limited number of exceptions. For example, if your organization employs less than 10 employees, you've produced less than $5 million in gross annual revenue in each of the past 3 years, or if your organization holds less than $10 million in total year-end assets, you qualify for an exception. But even if you do qualify for this exception status, you're still required to have a cybersecurity program. Ensure that your cybersecurity policies exist and are followed, that you maintain access privileges, that you perform a risk assessment, that you ensure your third-party vendors are secure, and that you have and maintain a data retention policy. And you still need to submit notice to the NYDFS superintendent, typically by April the 15th. Now note that in 2020, due to the COVID pandemic, submission to the superintendent was moved to June. But the actual date for the 2021 submission hasn't been published yet, so it's best to assume the April 15th date or until further notice. There are 5 things you need to do to get aligned with the NYDFS regulation. First, establish a team. Determine the individuals or groups that will manage your security program's development. This can be developed in-house or outsourced, but should include naming someone to be in charge, like a CISO or virtual CISO. This team's primary responsibility is to establish a security roadmap, set a timeline, and regularly report to management or the board. Second, analyze your policies and procedures. After establishing your team, you need to ensure your documentation is created and up to date. This includes but is not limited to your policies and procedures, your business continuity, disaster recovery, incident response plans, and a security assessment documentation. Next, conduct a risk assessment. You need to perform a risk assessment utilizing an industry-recognized standard that compares your current state to the standard's goal. This will give you a clear understanding of your current state and provide a view of any gaps your organization may have. Bearing Cybersecurity uses the NIST framework aligned with the NYDFS 500 regulation. According to Gartner, over 50% of all businesses use this standard in 2020. Next, determine, analyze, and prioritize your gaps. Perform an analytical comparison of the NYDFS 500 regulation versus your current state. Based on these results, you should provide a prioritized action plan to address these gaps that draw upon mission drivers, cost-benefit analysis, and a clear understanding of your risk and how to manage those risks. And finally, implement that action plan to get aligned with the NYDFS 500 as soon as possible. If you don't have in-house staff to do this, consider using an outside expert. The action plan should include a detailed project plan that provides milestones and deliverables to hold the team accountable until completion. At Bearing Cybersecurity, typically 80% of the activities will be completed in 6 to 12 weeks. We'll also include a project plan with milestones and monitor each activity until we're completed. My Cyber Scorecard is perfectly aligned with the NYDFS 500 by integrating people, processes, and technology in an easy-to-use platform. Built on the NIST and privacy frameworks, My Cyber Scorecard delivers risk management and governance by providing a system of record to visualize your cyber risks to goals. It ensures regulatory compliance. In addition to the NYDFS 500, My Cyber Scorecard combines compliance standards for CIS, COVID-5, FFIEC, NIST, PCI, ISO, HIPAA, HITRUST, and GDPR all in one platform. It delivers third-party and supply chain risk management by providing a comprehensive solution that gives you a 360-degree view of your vendor cybersecurity risk. It ensures privacy risk management and governance to achieve compliance with associated state, national, and international data privacy laws such as CCPA and GDPR, and provides an executive management dashboard with analytics to easily and quickly export reports, charts, and graphs to show your cybersecurity posture. Our flagship platform, My Cyber Scorecard, shows you how secure you really are through 3 versions, customized to meet your specific needs. With an unlimited number of cyber assessments and starting at a cost of only $2,997 a year, we have a solution for any budget. We will identify your cybersecurity gaps and provide a plan of cyber resilience, usually in less than 3 hours. We'll help you develop your cybersecurity program, and we'll keep you compliant with industry regulations and compliance standards, such as NYDFS 500. We'll ensure your organization adheres to current privacy mandates and requirements. And we'll train your employees on good cyber hygiene best practices using real-world phishing simulations. Don't be left behind. The bottom line is that the NYDFS is serious about ensuring that companies licensed in New York are compliant. Fines issued by the NYDFS represent a huge revenue stream for the state of New York. So expect more audits and charges of violations to incur in 2021. So get started today. Let us help you address your NYDFS requirements to achieve your cybersecurity goals in the fastest time possible and with predictability. Wouldn't it be great to know that you are compliant with the NYDFS 500 mandate and that you've introduced a comprehensive cybersecurity program into your corporate DNA that is easy to use and grows as your business grows? So schedule a no-obligation demo of My Cyber Scorecard with me or one of our associates at meetme.so/MyCyberScorecard and see how we can help you and your organization achieve your NYDFS 500 compliance today.